Hi, my name is Jason from Boston DJ Services, and I just wanted to do a quick review of Arnoldo Offermann's Master School Dance Series. I've been very happy with the webinars, and uh, I could talk a little bit about them right away, but I want you to just kind of rewind with me a little bit. A couple of summers ago, I was looking for ways to expand my school dance business. I was really looking to market a lot more, and I was asking for a lot of ideas. And Arnoldo messaged me and said, "Hey, have you heard about these webinars I do?" And I said, "No, I'm not really into these continuing ed programs. How can DJs have continuing ed?" And so he got on the phone with me and he said, I think you should give these a shot. And we started talking. We ended up talking for about 30 or 40 minutes. But to be honest, he gave away a lot of gold nuggets that I was very surprised he was telling me over the phone. I thought these were things that I would have learned in the webinars, and when I got off the phone, I said, what if he just gave away all his information? But we spoke a little bit more. I sent him a bunch of messages, and I finally decided to just take the plunge. At the time, the webinars were about $40 each for about 4 or 5 of them, and so it came out to like $200 or something like that. But I don't know if you can get them for that price anymore, though. That was the first version of the webinars, and I opened them, I started watching them, and I was extremely happy with them. I started getting into work right away. It was already August, and by September I had about 2 or 3 meetings set up, and they booked right away on the spot. That was the first time I booked a prom for over $1,000. It got booked right on the spot for about $1,200. I promoted to them for $1,000, and they went with a higher tier package for, like I said, $1,200, maybe $1,300 or $1,400. I don't remember, but I was blown away by the fact that these worked so well and so quickly, and I had my first, my first large prom to do. Soon thereafter, I started booking more dances with the same school and with other schools for higher amounts of money instead of just the $300 mark. So I was already earning about like 2, 3, 4 times what I was charging before. So I was ecstatic. So what do the webinars cover? Well, one of them is photography, and I've always liked taking pictures. I wanted to do more photography in the past, in high school and college and things, but I never really knew how to get started. The photography webinar not only got my hobby started of just taking pictures more, but now I actually use it to market my school dance materials, or to market my school dance services, excuse me. I can take much better photos in low light environments. They're coming out great. The students look ecstatic in the pictures, and they also look great in the background with the lighting. So it really packs a punch when you see the pictures, and when I show them to clients. Some of the pictures, if you want to see a few, you can visit bostondjservices.com and click on middle school or high school dances. You can take a look at some samples there, but they really do look 100 times better than what I was using with my phone or with just a little pocket camera. The second webinar was for blogging. Now, I didn't really want to do any kind of blogging, but once I watched the video and realized how much this fed into search engine optimization for Google and Yahoo and places like that, I really bought into it, and I started implementing it in my website, and now my website is showing up in Google and Yahoo, which is wonderful. I'm finally getting some results from people visiting my site that I don't know or that aren't from word of mouth. So very happy with that. Very happy with the way my sites look, and yeah, he'll be happy to give you some help just getting your website set up, getting the web hosting set up, because I'm not any kind of HTML programmer. I hate programming. I hate programming. So if you don't like it or if it's not for you, it's really not that bad. It'll help. He can help you get it going, but the webinar will pretty much get you on your feet. The next two were the marketing to school dance videos, and they really just touch from what Arnoldo does himself to just getting your feet off the ground and visiting with schools and different tactics and what you should be prepared for, what you should be ready for in actually planning the dances and putting the quotes together, and a whole bunch of different things. Lighting you should use, DMX programming, a whole bunch of things. And so they're very, very well worth it. My marketing materials really got the attention of some of the sponsors of the dances, and just the methods worked really well. You're going to watch the videos and you're going to say, huh, I knew that, but did you ever think to do it maybe with this idea over here? You might know to do this and you might know to do this, but did you ever think of putting those two ideas together? Things like that. And sometimes it really just helps to have someone kind of guide you in that direction and say, hey, these things work. Do these things in this order. So the last one was a webinar called Tech Specs. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember too much from this webinar. I focused on the other ones a lot more, but this one does go over, prepping your light show, putting together a light show, things you should consider, couple of geek facts that you should know just as a DJ anyway. A lot of just different things that really are worthwhile, and they're really worth kind of taking a look at. So if you have any questions, again, my name is Jason. You can shoot me an email for more information. My email is info@bostondjservices.com, and even the name Boston DJ Services is the result of learning something through the blogging seminars. It was originally DJ Entertainment, and so I changed the name to help with my search engine optimization, something I learned how to do more effectively through the blogging video. So just a little tidbit for you. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to tell you a little bit more about them. All right? Thanks very much for watching.